Thank you for tuning in to another video by yours truly, Toby, the so-called artist. Welcome back to a long-awaited YouTube video. I don't think it's been that long, but I've been patiently waiting to see the end results for all of the polls that I posted, and with finals finally being done. By the time this video is posted, I will have finished my finals and I am free to go back to work full time to stock up on some money so I can go again for the spring semester. But that is life as a college student. But I have, as you can see by the title of the video and the thumbnail, it's already been spoiled for you, but the results are in. Drumroll please. We're doing Glinda! Or Linda, as some would say. She was voted across all of my platforms. I didn't take screenshots of everything because it was a lot and I just forgot to do it. But she has won over Fiero. So today we are doing Glinda. And I will have to say that, okay, I've been drawing a lot in my book and it has chunked up. But, hold on, I gotta find it. I did this page. Okay, so by how chunky the book is, only this much has actual drawings and stuff on it. I'm not even halfway through the first book and it is already, it's getting bulky. Like, it will not sit close. Even if I, put it on the other side to flatten it, it doesn't close. So, there's that. But I did the sketch for my spread, early on, because I was just working on designs and stuff. So I did already finish the sketch, or the sketches of Glinda. The pencil's really shiny. But yes, it's all here. I had this posted early for my Chewy Art Club members, so they got to see the designs first. And I was going to record it, but I was just not in the mood to have my camera out, so I just kind of did it. But I will do all of the line art and coloring for you guys, and we'll sit chit chat about why I made certain design choices, the headcanons, and how my wicked tale of them all being rodents compares to if the characters were their human counterparts. So there are going to be some story differences and changes to the characters that some people might not understand or agree with, but it makes sense in the realm of they are all some sort of rodent. Okay, so I'm going to get this all set up and we're going to head over to VoiceOver Toby. Alright, so I know what everyone's thinking. What is so different about Glinda? Well, for starters, I made her specifically not a mouse, but a rat. A lab rat. So in this wicked tale, I thought that I could play with Glinda's relationship with magic a lot more, and I decided to take a page out of a book from the BBC version of Merlin's story, where if someone is born with magic, they themselves can't, born of magic, they can't use magic. So Glinda was born using magic. Her parents used a spell and then she was born, but she herself can't use magic. So she's a little bit of a lab rat. She was, a magical experiment that was successful. Her parents wanted a beautiful baby girl and they got it. But she can't use magic. She cannot use it. She has absolutely no magic whatsoever. And she's very insecure about that. That and the fact that, she doesn't have a normal birth. So she keeps that part a little more like a secret to herself. Because I wanted Glinda to be an opposite of Elphaba, where everyone knows that Elphaba was born different and has these magical powers, and they treat her like she's an outcast. But everyone loves Glinda, not knowing that she shares a similar backstory. She was born through a magical event, but she can't use magic. something that no one would ostracize her for, because there are plenty of people that can't use magic. But in her mind, it makes her not enough. So she strives to prove to everybody that she is good enough for them to love her. Because I really wanted to play on the line that they said in the movie where her mom was like, all that matters is that people love you. So in some twisted way for Glinda, she sees love as real magic. Like, love is the most powerful magic ever. So she needs everyone to love her so that she can truly be magical. And I feel like it also relates heavily to, like, the wizard, because everyone loves him. And because everyone loves him, he was the one, the Wizard of Oz, the most powerful guy in all of Oz. But that's only because everyone loved him. They believed in him, and so he became super powerful. So I wanted Glinda to be like, what she strives for is to be the wizard. Her and Elphaba share the same goals. But whereas Elphaba wants to just meet the wizard and hopefully have like her happy ending, Glinda wants to be him. She wants to be the most loved person of them all. So when I made her design, I wanted her to have every single feature that can make her super cute, super adorable, super lovable. Because I think Oz, like the whole Wicked is set when they're in college. So I tried, like me as a college student, I used my expertise of who is more liked in college, who's the most popular people when you go to college. And now this might get into like a little bit of like stereotypes, but a lot of times as like an adult, the most popular person, especially if it's a girl, she's curvaceous. The more popular a woman is, especially like not, I know like movies and media try to like play it off on different things, but in the real world, a lot of people want to be friends or be around a pretty woman with a full figure. So I made Glinda be more of a pretty woman with a full figure. She has really bouncy big hair, she's blonde, and she's just covered in all this frilly pink clothing that makes her very soft and approachable. She's the girl everyone wants to be. And I have this little doodle right here of her kind of sleeping with her textbooks open, is because I'm a firm believer that Glinda is not stupid. The only person that I think is stupid or plays stupid is Fiero. Glinda is at the top of her class. We see in the movie and in the musical, Glinda got into that college and got a private room and everything. In the book, she really worked hard, and a lot of people thought her parents paid the way for things, but her parents aren't as wealthy as people think they are. In the book, they talk about how she's insecure because her parents aren't super wealthy and she wants to be friends with super wealthy people. So she overachieves. She's a grade A overachiever who is rooms with another overachiever. So I had her be super studious. I still wanted it to play on the fact that they are mice. So I gave her a giant coffee cup because I thought it'd be cute. But I have these big bangs, a big old poof, she's wearing a bumpet in her hair. She has to have that big exaggerated silhouette so everyone knows when she walks in the room. I did give her this little pose here because I love Garu fashion, and I'm if you want to be iconic, you have to be Garu. So I gave her hand out, winky, peace sign, but facing down pose. If you know, you know. I'm super big with the fashion of Garu and the aesthetics and everything. So I had to put a little bit of that into her overall design. I really wanted her design to read as mature, because I see a lot of people baby Glinda, and I'm no, that is a grown woman in college. She knows what she's doing. Alright, so it's been a couple of days between doing the line art and letting it dry and recording this little bit here. So, not much has changed. I did paint my nails. They are this pretty shiny blue color, and I put glitter on top of it. So, that's the only big difference. But now I am fully prepared to sit down and color at my leisure. It's like a little reward. I do all the line art and then I get to color everything like a really fancy coloring book. Sorry if I sound a little spacey. As I've been mentioning throughout the video, I finished with finals and I am just in like a brain fog, but it's a good fog. It's like I can finally relax and rest and turn my brain off and just enjoy winter. But I don't really like winter. I'm not a fan of snow or the cold, and it is both cold and snowing where I live currently, so that's been delightful. But I will lock in. I will focus and we will get ready to color. Alright, so when it comes to their coloring process, I did want Glinda to be kind of pink, but not have completely pink fur. So I used more of like this peachy cream color. Because I do like look online for people's opinions on certain characters when I'm doing my redesigns. And I know a lot of people was talking about the pinkification of Glinda because in her musical appearance and even in the book, she wears more blues and silvers. So I did want to take that into account. So I gave her more of a peach skin tone with like pink parts for more of like her rat parts, like the rat like skin. Like if you look at a rat, their like feet and their hands are different colors, but they're the same colors as their tail. So I wanted to keep that like pink nature in. But for her dress, I went all blue with like silver and like hints of purple just to give it an overall like homage to like how she appears in like the musicals and such. But I really do like the gradient I was able to pull off for like parts of her dress. I just wanted it to read as opulent because my big complaint in the Wicked movie, as I mentioned with Alphaba, is that their outfits look dull. Like they look boring, especially like at a distance. I know that you can't read all the details, but they have so many close-up shots in the movies and these outfits look dull. There needs to be more layering, especially when it came to Glinda's wedding dress. When I saw that, I was like, is that it? Like I thought in the scene that it was just like maybe the under part of her dress, like another more fancy dress was going on top of that. And I saw that no, that was it. That was the whole wedding dress. And I'm like, are you kidding? Are you joking? Where's the rest of it? But I decided to overcompensate for that disappointment by giving her an even poofier triple tier dress with little I wouldn't call them sequins because I don't know like what those little bubbles would be, but I gave like a transparent, translucent frilly skirt on top, and I added silver to the lining of so many things because I kept thinking of like the quote that there's always a silver lining in the clouds. So no matter what bad things come along, Glinda is that silver lining. She's the good that can still come after a storm. The storm being Madame Marvel. She causes mayhem, and then Glinda swoops in to be the silver lining of things. You see? I did change her wand because I just didn't like the design of the wand from the movie. And the wand in the musical is very, like, basic, in my opinion. So I gave her this wand. It was supposed to be, like, a bubble wand, since she flies around in her bubble. So I thought it'd be quirky if it was a little bubble wand. But it looks more like a mirror, which the girl looking in the mirror to see, like, who she's become, so iconic. So there's that. But also another, like, way to look at her wand is a silver spoon. She has everything in her life handed to her, so she just uses that. She uses her privilege to continue to get what she wants. And I just think that was just iconic. You know, the design has layers, so many layers and layers. I did want to sneak little hints of green all throughout her design, so I made her eyes green, and I gave her a little green gem to wear on her heart, kind of like a shout out to Elphaba, because that's her best friend who truly knows her heart. And I also gave her like little robe green, like detailing in a color. I imagine this is like the outfit she wears when she sings Popular, but I noticed that people hesitant to give the other characters green clothing, which is weird because everyone in the Emerald City wears green. Green isn't like a bad color, so like of course she's going to have green clothing too. And for her Shiz school uniform, I kept it kind of similar. I kind of just gave her like an elaborate jacket and then a split top because I didn't want too many ruffles around her neck, so that's the only difference. So now that all of the coloring is done, I really like how everything came out. It's very cohesive. I had to stop myself because every time I looked at this, all I can think of is the Powerpuff Girls. Because if you put pink, green, and blue together, all I can think of is the Powerpuff Girls. Which is really funny that the main three of Wicked is pink, green, and blue. You got Elphaba, Glinda, and then Fiero, pink, green, and blue. But especially with Glinda in this blue dress, it's really giving Bubbles energy, which is funny because she is bubble themed. But I'm going to do some touch ups here and there with some color pencils and then cover this whole page with washi tapes and stickers and whatnot. So I will use some more of my magic editing powers. Alright, I've added all of my stickers and little notes here, and I really like how it came out. It's very like soft and airy. I am a little sad because I was like, oh, I can't make the pages match perfectly, but you know, that's okay. Because like I didn't have like the right pink washi tapes that I wanted to go with this, but I'm trying not to buy any more stationery this year until I use up a good chunk of what I already have because I don't want to be like I don't want to be wasteful, I guess, of all the art supplies I have. So I'm trying to use everything. But I do think the only thing I bought that was new for this page was these bubble stickers because I thought that it would go perfect with her. So I bought those. But everything else is just stickers that I already had. I look at this page and it brings me like joy. It's very tasty page. I did have to laugh a little because with all the bubbles and like the gradient here, it reminds me of soda. So I kept singing Soda Pop from K-pop Demon Hunters in my head. I feel so bad that you guys don't get to hear all of the singing I do when I'm like coloring and like drawing because of copyright. So I always have to like mute those clips. But I be singing all kinds of songs. What do you guys sing when like you guys listen to music and draw? Let me know. Comment down below. What is like your go-to song to sing when you're drawing? Because I like listening to music that relates to what I'm drawing. But you know, just let me know. Oh, and let me do like the sparkle and shine of things. I did use like a silver glitter pen to add some details to things. And some of the stickers have like little gold linings on them and like the stars, they sparkle. So that's the one thing that I feel bad that people can't experience through a screen is like all of the texture and like the sparkles that I put on like my spreads. You guys can't feel it in real life. So I'm sorry. I'll just have to like describe it to you guys. But I want to thank you guys for tuning into this episode. The next character from the Wicked franchise that I plan on doing a redesign for is going to be Fiero. And then after Fiero, I actually want to do Nessa. So I'm going to do Fiero and then Nessa, and then I'll decide who I want to draw after that. I don't think all of the videos are going to be back-to-back Wicked designs because I've been tossing around an idea of talking about a specific franchise, but I don't know, like, I want to make an art commentary video about one thing that I've been watching. Okay, it's the Amazing Digital Circus. I really like the Amazing Digital Circus and how everything is going. And I want to make a video talking about my thoughts and drawing stuff with it. But I'm still ironing out all of the details of what exactly I want to do, but just keep an eye out because that might be a video I drop in between my Wicked redesigns. I'm trying to think if I have anything other to say. Oh, there was a secret YouTube video. I know I've been talking about it. I did post it for my Chewy Art Club. So if you are part of the Chewy Art Club, you get to see, I'll put a card, this video right here. If you're not, I'm sorry. You can join. It's $2 a month and you get access to all kinds of exclusive behind the scenes content. All right, so thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!